Hi everyone, welcome back or welcome to my channel. So in today's video we are going to choose my September TBR with TBR prompts. We did this last month, I really enjoyed it. I ended up reading 3 of the books on my TBR. So the ones I didn't end up reading were The Inadequate Heir, Heir of Storms and The Hurricane Wars, but that's fine. I'm not too bothered. I like to at least read half and I have read half, so I'm not too fussed. Let's talk about September book releases. We have 10, I think, in September that I'm going to be picking up. Let me know in the comments if you are picking any of these up. But we have Fearful by Lauren Roberts, Wildcard by Elsie Silver, Burn Bright by Kristen Becker-Ritchie, People Watching by Hannah Bone Young, The Gingerbread Bakery by Laurie Gilmore, Wild Reverence by Rebecca Ross, The Rebel and the Rose by Catherine Doyle, The Night is Defying by Chloe C. Penaranda, Uncharmed by Lucy Jane Wood, and Happily Ever After by Hannah Grace. They are the 10 books I'm going to be picking up in September. I am so excited for so many of these. I would at least like to read 5 of the 10. My non-negotiable, I want to read these in September, are Fearful by Lauren Roberts, Wildcard by Elsie Silver, Burn Bright by Kristen Becker-Ritchie, People Watching by Hannah Bone Young, Wild Reverence by Rebecca Ross, and The Rebel and the Rose by Catherine Doyle. They are the 6 that I'm like non-negotiable. I am reading these no matter what. But all the others I'm hoping I can also get to some of them, if not most of them, in September. But I might specifically leave Uncharmed and The Night is Defying for October. I don't know, they kind of just give me that vibe. Probably leave Happy Ever After and The Gingerbread Bakery also for like Christmas. So that's kind of my thoughts with the September new releases that I'm so excited for. Also, now that I keep saying Happily Ever After, I need to make sure that that's actually the title of the book. I can't remember if that's the actual title. Oh, it's not. It's Holiday Ever After by Hannah Grace. Sorry about that. Okay. Anyway, enough of that. Let's choose my September TBR. Once again, I'm going to do the prompts like we did last month. I did really enjoy doing them, and I think it very much helped me, one, choose books that were on my radar anyway, but also choose books that weren't necessarily on my radar, because Irresistible Urge to Fall for You, which I did end up reading, wasn't on my radar. So let's pick book prompt number 1. Okay. Ooh. Okay, prompt number 1. Okay, I'm gonna save this till the end of the video. So this is actually gonna be like prompt 6, but we got free pick. I would like to save this till the end because I want to try and pick as many as we can using prompts first. So let's re-choose prompt 1. Okay. This would be so unlucky if I pulled both free picks out, wouldn't it? Oh my god, I just pulled both 3 free picks out. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna we're gonna re-choose. I'm gonna leave the free picks out and we're just gonna re-choose for all the prompts. So prompt number 1, that was actually crazy. Okay. Prompt 1 is a book from last month's TBR that you did not read. So as I said, I didn't read The Inadequate Heir, I didn't read The Hurricane Wars, and I didn't read Heir of Storms. I do want to read all of them. However, The Inadequate Heir has been on my TBR for the past like 2 months, and I just haven't picked it up. And honestly, I don't think I'm in the mood to pick it up, so I'm not going to choose that. So I'm between The Hurricane Wars and Heir of Storms. I think we're gonna go for Heir of Storms by Lauren Hamilton Murray. So this is a book that we didn't get to last month. This is a YA fantasy, so I thought this would be a good one. Also, obviously it gives kind of like summery vibe. Thought this would be good to read at like the start of September. This is a Fairy Loot edition. So this is the alternate dust jacket, the sprayed edges, and then it does have the end paper art and the under the dust jacket which I'm obsessed with. So hopefully we will get to this. And this is the normal cover if you have never seen this book before. But this is a YA fantasy, and I have been really wanting to pick it up. The author came up on my TikTok before the book came out, and I was like, I want to pick that book up. And then I was so excited when I found out it was going to be The Fairy Loot. So I'm going to pick this, and this is going into the TBR basket. The TBR basket is 100% going to fall over. Yeah, oh well. Okay, let's choose prompt number 2. Okay, prompt number 2 is random number. I don't even know. Okay, let me see how many we have on my TBR. I updated my Fable so that it should be the right number on here. We have 82. Okay, I think. Hold on. 67. We have 67. Okay. Pick a random number between 1 and 67. Okay. We got... Ooh, it's not focusing. But we got the number 19. So that's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay. I wasn't planning to read this in September, but I guess we are. This is Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. This is book 4 in the Harry Potter series. I have been reading this series very slowly. I started it last October. I read book 3 at some point this year. So I guess I should probably just continue and keep reading to actually read this one. So this is going into the TBR basket. It won't stand up. It's just, okay. Let's choose prompt number 3. Okay, prompt number 3 is a book that has been on your TBR for 1+ years. Okay, I have quite a few options for this, I would say. We have The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. We have A Tempest of Tea. We have Love Story by Lindsay Kelk. We have Vow of the Shadow King by Sylvia Mercedes. Legendborn by Tracy Deonn. I'm leaning towards maybe... How was our team? Quite thick. Maybe we do Vow of the Shadow King by Sylvia Mercedes. This is a book that I did previously DNF back in January, but I have since decided to give it another go because I did really enjoy book 1. So book 1 is Bride of the Shadow King, and I was like over halfway into this book before I DNF'd it. So hopefully that we can like get back into it, and hopefully I enjoy it because I did buy all 3 books and I did really enjoy book 1. But this is Vow of the Shadow King by Sylvia Mercedes. I'm pretty sure this is adult fantasy, aka it's more like a romantasy. The romance plot is heavier than the fantasy plot, but yeah. This wasn't really the vibe of a book that I wanted to pick up this month, but I'd have wanted to give it another go, so I'm going to give it another shot, and hopefully we don't DNF it for the second time, because then I just cannot justify keeping books 1, 2 and 3. Okay, into the TBR basket. Let's choose prompt number 4. Prompt number 4 is an indie author's book. Okay, this is so exciting. I have a couple on my TBR cart. So we do have, I think we have 3 options that are on the cart. So we have A Pocket of Lies by R.A. Sandpiper, The Age of Pandora by Chloe Harris, and Are Sometimes Secrets by Victoria Jane. So honestly, I could very easily probably read any of these and be really excited to read them. We have got a very fantasy heavy TBR, so maybe Are Sometimes Secrets, but recently I've been really wanting to pick up A Pocket of Lies by R.A. Sandpiper. This is book 1 in the Amafire trilogy. I've been really wanting to pick this up at the moment. I don't know too much, but I'm pretty sure she's a thief and she impersonates a foreign princess, and I think he's a lord and he's gate crashed the party. but this is a fast-paced fantasy debut. And apparently this is an epic slow burn enemies to lovers. Like, apparently it's like proper slow burn, and I'm so excited to read this. I'm gonna go for A Pocket of Lies by Ari Sandpiper. Hopefully we can pick some romances for the next 2 prompts, because our TBR is very fantasy heavy. Let's pick prompt number 5. Okay, prompt number 5 is a book with a cartoon cover. Okay, we're like pretty much set then to get a romance. I'd say The Happy Ever After playlist by Abby Jimenez is like a cartoony cover. The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston. I'm gonna go with one of these 2. I read The Friend Zone in August, so I think it'd be really good for me to pick up the Happy Ever After playlist, so we can like continue that series. But I have been putting off reading The Dead Romantics for a long time, so they'd both be really good options. Based on the vibe of the basket, I'm gonna go for the Happy Ever After playlist by Abby Jimenez. This is book 2 in the Friend Zone series. So in this book, I think we're following Salome, which is our main character's best friend from book 1. And I have been really excited to read this one, and I just haven't got round to picking it up yet. And normally Abby Jimenez books for me are very fast paced, very easy for me to read, and they're very nice to read in between a lot of fantasy books. So I'm gonna go for the Happy Ever After playlist by Abby Jimenez. I'm so excited to read this. Okay, and now let's choose our final book prompt. Hopefully it's a good one. Okay, we have Spinner Wheel Chooses Book. Okay, I don't actually have the spinner wheel set up, so I am going to use Scout, which is the little birdie from Fable, to choose my read. Hopefully it's not one we've already picked. Okay. Oh my god, this is so exciting. Okay, we got The Ornithologist Field Guide to Love by India Holton. I've been so excited to read this, I just haven't picked it up. I really loved her Dangerous Damsel series, which is right here. I really loved all of them. They are all like 4-star reads for me. This is The Ornithologist Field Guide to Love. This is like rival ornithologists who are seeking one bird, and basically they are hunting the rarest of their species, but will their rivals discover something even more endangered? True love. I love India Holton books. I think they're so funny. I think they're really like interesting to keep going with. I really like her writing, and I do tend to really like her characters, so I'm very excited to pick this up, and I'm so excited that this is on my TBR because it's like shorter, and it's like, it's a romance, but obviously it's got that element of like looking for birds, that small kind of like fantastical-ish element. I'm so excited to read this. Okay, going into the TBR basket. Okay, so this is our TBR for the month of September. Let's run through them. So we have Heir of Storms by Lauren Hamilton Murray, Potter and the Goblet of Fire by J.K. Rowling, Vow of the Shadow King by Sylvia Mercedes, A Pocket of Lies by R.A. Sandpiper, The Happy Ever After playlist by Abby Jimenez, and The Ornithologist Field Guide to Love by India Holton. I am generally quite excited for this TBR. I was honestly planning to read the Happy Ever After playlist and The Pocket of Lies anyway in September. They were kind of on my mental thing. I think I won't have an issue doing at least half. If I can, I'd like to do maybe 4 or 5 of them, but we will see. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye!